An agent gets so excited to get into this business. They think it's a sexy business. I'm going to make a lot of money. I love houses. That's what I hear from people all the time. Why did you get in business, Bob, Sue? Well, because we watch HGTV and we watch Flipping This House, and I'm going to get a Ferrari. It's going to be sexy. I'm going to make a whole bunch of money. And I get my real estate license. It's like, oh shit, now what do I do? My thought on this is going back to what I just said, I think, to Ron. An agent gets their license, they go into the business, they go to whatever broker, and that brokerage, I think it's where this industry is failing itself. Because I want to paint a picture for a second. If the four of us graduate from X college, we go get a job at X company, I make the argument that that company is going to do on-the-job training to like train you up. Like if we go work at General Motors, you don't go to General Motors and have to go hire a coach to learn how to be an engineer, do you? No, General Motors teaches you. Real estate is the only industry, and now people watching this might say the argument, well, yeah, people are 1099 independent contractors. Well, let's make this argument. If we go open up let's just say a Domino's Pizza franchise, I am willing to bet that Domino's doesn't just throw us into some some building and say, all right, good luck. I hope you fucking make it. You know, they're going to have systems, processes, training programs. Well, not in real estate. I think when you go to a brokerage, these brokerages are not setting agents up to succeed. What's your opinion why? I want to give you my thoughts too, Colin, but like when you look at why that's happening, you used to run a brokerage, right? What are you seeing? What is the perspective on why you think brokerages are setting agents up to fail?
Yeah, I don't think I've worked at enough brokerages to know broadly, but initially from some of the agents we've talked with and the few brokers that I have been at, is the broker is more concerned with the slice of the pie they're getting, because a lot of times when they open a brokerage, they have relationships with people, so they get that big agent to come in. They get those agents who are already doing business and they're making revenue, but then in their mind to keep growing, they need more and more and more agents. So then new agents come in, but they didn't set their business up in the beginning to assume people need training. They already had people who were succeeding, and that's how they're making their money. And they're focusing, and I'm sure we've all been at a brokerage where the top agent who's doing $70 million a year, right? They get all the treatment, they get all the favors, which from the broker's perspective makes sense, because that's like, they're, hopefully this isn't too inappropriate, but they're sucking on the teat of like, that's where they're making their money, so I can't let this go. So I that's a general philosophy that I have. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm right there. I think that, brokers, their business model is based off of a numbers game. It's not off of an individual's success ratio. And really the brokers are incentivized almost to treat their businesses that way. And this is a whole real estate industry issue. So if you own a brokerage, and how you're going to feed your family, how you're going to make your money is by getting a split of the real estate agent's commission, well, you need a lot of agents. Now, when you have a lot of agents, that makes it very difficult for the broker then to train every single individual agent. So that's a huge issue, I would agree. The other issue is this, and this is like, I think even the bigger issue, is that if you look at, again, I mean this with respect, but I'm going to call it like it is, most broker managers have never succeeded selling real estate.
Correct.
I mean, that's why you got to think about this. Anybody in the real estate industry that has an unlimited upside round that says, okay, well, fuck that, I'm going to take a $50,000 salary, only does that because they can't succeed selling real estate. So now Bob and Sue come in, right? And the broker managers never succeeded, and they say, okay, well, what do I do? And then that manager gives this type of advice. Well, you gotta have to lead generate. Okay, got it. What does that mean? And they're like, we don't know. That's why the real estate coaching business exists. That's why people like us exist, is to then give the agents the roadmap on exactly what to do. Did you want to add something to that?
Yeah, the other thing is that they're just following the path that they were on.
Right.
Where there's never been it's very rare to find a brokerage firm that does a lot of training.
Yeah.
So these managers come in, and this is what they grew up on.
That's
Not
true.
a lot of help.
That's true.
And like Colton said, the high performers get the attention, but this is what they've seen. So yeah, just like you said, hey, look, social media, network, pass out your card. That's what you got to do. Oh no, you're not ready to take on a listing.
Right.
But I think too, the other issue is a lot of these people that take these roles, they're not trainers. Mm-hmm. They've never gone through any, like you said, the higher up, I won't say names, but certain brokerages, They don't put anybody through a process that says, okay, this is what we do. This is how you do it. This is what you teach. They just say, okay, this is your job. You're now getting a salary.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, it's true. It's like the wild, wild west. There's no, and I think, if I look at an industry issue, that is exactly right. People can go get a license over a weekend and go open a company. I mean, it's very dangerous, and call themselves a business owner who are supposed to be responsible for real estate agents that come in. They don't know what they don't know, because you're the broker, they have this like assumed respect that you know what you're doing. But most brokers, again, they have no track record of selling 50, 60, 80, 100 homes per year, having a successful, profitable business over any course of length of time. And then they're going to go out there and hire and recruit real estate agents. But that's why real estate coaching is a $1 billion industry, And so it's just interesting to see, we're making this at the end of 2021. Lots of things are under scrutiny with the real estate industry right now. You've got Joe Biden coming after real estate commissions. You have NAR being sued left, right, up and down, left and right. I mean, it's going to be so interesting to see what comes out of all this information as we get into 2022, which we will report on, by the way. Yeah. We'll make future episodes of that. But it will just be very interesting to see how the real estate industry changes over time. And I do think there are some changes that need to be made so that 90% of the people getting in don't fail within their first 12 months. Right. I mean, that's incredible. I don't know if there's another industry where the failure rate is almost 100%. As we're making this, there's 1.5 million realtors and 1 million fail every 12 months. And then you have 1 million new people and 1 million new people. Like, how long can that go on before things change?
For a while, probably.
Well, and the other thing is the consumer suffers.
That's exactly right.
I mean, it's just, they have to go through the pain of somebody that doesn't know what they're doing, and it puts a bad mark on the good agents.
That's such a good point.
And that's why it's so important to have the skills to go in there and take that client and gain that trust so that you are the choice that they want to make.
That's so true. You're right. The consumer is the one that pays the price, giving realtors a bad name. Yep. Giving real estate agents a bad name, good or bad or indifferent, because 90% are amateurs that aren't trained, aren't coached, don't have the skills. All realtors are bad.
Well, it's funny because a lot of people that call us that want to become an agent say, because the person I dealt with was so bad that I think I can go out and be better.
Yeah. So good stuff today, you guys. Appreciate it. If you guys are watching this video and you guys have questions about coaching, you want to find out more about what we do, there's a link right underneath this video, or you can go to reverseselling.com. So we'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching.